Welcome to the Explainer. Today, we're going to pull back the curtain on one of the most transformative technologies of our time. We're going to break down how a large language model, an LLM, like ChatGPT, is actually built from the ground up, using some fantastic insights from Sebastian Roschke's book on the topic. You know, it's so easy to look at these models and think they're just magic, right? The way they understand and generate language is just uncanny. But here's the thing, it's not magic. It's the product of a clear, deliberate, and really fascinating engineering process. Okay, let's dive in.
So how do you even begin to build something like that? I know, it sounds impossibly complex. But believe it or not, the whole process can be broken down into 3 fundamental stages. And that's going to be our roadmap for this explainer, taking us from a totally blank slate to a highly specialized AI. We're going to walk through this whole journal, step by step. First, we have to design the blueprint for the AI's brain. Then, we'll send it off to school, give it a massive general education. And finally, we'll teach it a specific job to get it some real-world skills.
So before an LLM can do anything cool, like write a poem or answer your questions, it has to solve a much more basic problem. It needs to learn how to read. And for a computer, reading doesn't mean understanding letters. It means turning our messy, beautiful language into cold, hard numbers.
So how on earth does a computer do that? Well, it all comes down to translation. The very first, absolutely crucial step is converting all that raw, unstructured human text into the clean, orderly numbers that a machine learning model can actually work with. And that process starts with something called tokenization. You can think of it like this. We take a sentence and just chop it up into its most basic parts. Words, punctuation, you name it. Each of these little pieces becomes a unique token. They're basically the Lego bricks of language.
Okay, so once we have our Lego bricks, what's next? Well, each of those little tokens gets turned into what's called an embedding. And this part is super cool. It's like giving every single word a set of GPS coordinates on this giant, multi-dimensional map of meaning. It's basically a long list of numbers, a vector, that tells the model not just what the word is, but how it relates to every other word out there.
So, and this is the really crucial part, on this giant map of meaning, tokens for words like bird, robin, and sparrow, they're all going to be clustered together in the same neighborhood. Meanwhile, a word like car is going to be plotted way off in a totally different part of the map. And that is how the model starts to grasp context and meaning. Okay, so our machine can now process words as numbers. Awesome. But to actually make sense of them, it needs a brain. And for pretty much every modern LLM you've heard of, that brain is built using a truly revolutionary blueprint called the transformer architecture. This whole thing came from a groundbreaking paper back in 2017 called Attention is All You Need. And seriously, it was a total game changer. See, older models would read a sentence word by word, and by the time they got to the end, they'd kind of forgotten what the beginning was about. The transformer's superpower is its attention mechanism. It lets the model look at the entire sentence at once and figure out which words are most important to which other words. So in a sentence like, the robot picked up the ball because it was heavy, attention helps the model know that it refers to the ball, not the robot. It just gets those relationships no matter how far apart the words are.
All right, we've got a brain and we've got an alphabet it can understand. So what's next? It's time to send our model to school. And this part, the pre-training, this is where the large language model really comes from. The model gets a super simple, kind of boring job to do, but it has to do it billions and billions of times. Just predict the next word in a sentence. That's it. But by doing just that, over and over again, on this mind-boggling amount of text from the internet, from books, from everywhere, it starts to absorb the deep patterns of human language. Grammar, facts, style, the whole shebang. And just to give you a sense of the sheer scale of this education, take a look at the training diet for GPT-3. We're talking 410 billion tokens from the Common Crawl. That's a huge snapshot of the public internet, plus tens of billions more from books and Wikipedia. It's basically like forcing it to read a library the size of the internet.
And all that data, all that learning, it comes with a pretty hefty price tag. We're talking an estimated $4.5 million in cloud computing costs just for the pre-training of GPT-3. This is not something you can do on your laptop at home, which is why only a handful of big companies can really build these foundational models from scratch.
Okay, so after all that, after this massive general education, our pre-trained model is kind of like a brilliant university graduate. It knows a ton about the world, but it doesn't really have any specific job skills yet. And that's where our final stage, fine-tuning, comes into play.
So this is where we take our general purpose model and train it just a little bit more. But this time, we're not feeding it the whole internet. No, we're using a much smaller, highly specific set of data. We're not teaching it general knowledge anymore. We're teaching it a very specialized skill. We're turning our university grad into, say, a specialist doctor. Let's say, for example, we want to build a really good spam detector. We can take our pre-trained model and do a little bit of surgery. We swap out its final layer, the one that was trying to predict the next word out of like 50,000 options, with a brand new one that only has two choices, spam or not spam. Then we just show it thousands of labeled examples of spam and non-spam messages until it becomes an absolute pro at that one job. And that's the whole journey. So let's do a super quick recap. We started by turning messy words into clean numbers using tokenization and embedding. We gave the model a brain, the transformer architecture. We sent it to school and made it read a huge chunk of the internet to learn how language works. And then finally, we gave it a career by fine-tuning it to be an expert at one specific thing. And that's it. That is the fundamental blueprint behind this whole AI revolution we're seeing everywhere. It's this incredible journey from a generalist model that knows a little about everything to a specialist that can solve one specific problem with amazing accuracy. So now that you know the blueprint, what's the first problem you would teach an LLM to solve?